Hi friends, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can create data planners for January 2024. You can also use this tutorial to create data pages for any month in any year. This example will just be for January 2024, but you can also extend it and then create beyond 16 pages. So you can also create pages for the entire year if you wish. Now the finished planner will be a printable which you can print out front and back, and then you can just assemble it, put it together and then insert it into your planner. So this one would be a printable which you then can also sell on Etsy or online in your own personal business. So let's get started. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can create a planner like this, how you can add moon phases into your calendars, as well as how you can have a dated widget which looks similar like this one up here. Okay, so let's get started. Let's click on create a new planner. Before we continue, please make sure you're running it in Firefox in the new private mode window, so you can make sure you're running the newest version with all the updates. So let's click on create a new planner, and then next you want to go to the sizing menu and here choose for which size you're creating the planner. I'll be doing it in the A5 size, but if you want to print it out on US letter size and just trim it in half, then make sure you select the half letter page, so this sizing right here. But if you are in Europe or Asia, you can also select the A5 size and then print it out on A4 paper and then trim it in half. I will be selecting the A5 size for this tutorial. Then next, what you can do is you can go to Template, Starter, and here we have a ton of different kinds of daily planners you can apply. So you can simply just click on Skeleton to insert the template. Like this. If you click on style, you also take over the styling of these templates. So see if you maybe find a daily planner you like here. If not, you can just follow along and recreate a daily planner from scratch with me. So I'll just click again on create a new planner to start from scratch. Then now let's start creating. So first I want to add 2 additional boxes up here. I'll be clicking on edit layout so I can customize the layout and add additional boxes. So I'll be adding a box here and a box here. And then I want the upper section to be smaller. So you can click on these fractions on the sides to make columns or rows bigger or smaller. This looks good. Then in the first box here, I'm going to add a monthly calendar. So here under monthly, I'll be selecting calendar. And then very important is to set the calendar to start in the month you want your planner to start in. So in my case, it would be January 2024. And then next, I also want to quickly change the color before we move on. If I now go to color, I'll have the option to adjust the colors up here. For the outline color, which is this gray bar here, I will have it set to black. Okay, just type in black. The header, I want it to be white. And then for the line, I'll choose this gray color right here. Okay, so other widgets, which I will add next in here, will also take over this color. So for example, if I now click on the field below here, and add in a daily schedule under daily time schedule, you see it will also take over the same colors. While we are working here on the daily schedule, let's just quickly finish this one. I don't want to show any header here, so I'll remove it like this. If you want, you can also show a header, and then you can also type something new here if you wish. And then I will increase the row and have the schedule go till 8 p.m. Then I don't want any sticker size, so I will set it to none. And then here under additional setting, we can make this first column here bigger or smaller, like this. Then up here we can also choose if you have it minimal or original with the line in the middle. But I'll set it to minimal like this. This looks fine. Then next, let's go to this box here, add in a notes widget, a grid widget like this, and we can change the text to be daily affirmation / motivation like this. And then down here, let's add a to-do list. Under to-do, we can add a to-do list like this. I will remove the header, and then I will select a new icon, which is a rounded one, have it set to black. Then we can increase the amount of rows like this. Okay, then next I would like to make this first section here a tiny bit smaller or more narrow, so we can have some more space for the to-do list, so in case you want to write down longer tasks. Okay, we are almost done. Let me quickly change the styling. Under style, you can choose a new styling, and I will go with the classic 2 style, which was very similar to the classic style, but it's just a simple black line which is thin like this. The planner is almost completed. Let me quickly jump back to the calendar. Let's not forget to add the moon phases in here. Have the calendar selected, and first things first, go straight to Day Start menu. And here under numerical date position, you want to set it to be in the top middle, the number top middle. And then you want to scroll back up to month. And under Show Moon Phase, you want to add a moon phase to the either center or bottom center. This is center, but I think it looks better for bottom center, like this. Okay. And then next, if you like the lines within the calendar, you can just leave it as is, but I think it would look nicer without the lines. So you can select the widget, and for each widget, you have their individual colors show here. And then you can set the line color for this widget to white, and it will just change the line colors of this specific widget you had selected. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Then one last thing is go to text, H2, and let's also change the font. I will go to regular for the regular fonts, and I will choose the Signica font right here, this one here. Okay, this is the finished daily planner. Now what's left is the dated widget up here. Edit layout, have it set to on, and now you can click on any widget on one of those top widgets and click on the plus button to add a new row on top of this widget here. You want to click and then expand this widget to cover the entire row. And now this part here is too big, so we will need to click here on the fraction and then make it smaller like this. And now we can go back to the widgets under all and insert a dated widget like this. Okay, now in order to customize or edit this widget, we will need to set edit layout back to off. Okay, so this way we can click on the widget and have this menu here show up. Now in this menu, you want to first navigate to the day you want to start your planner in, which is 2024 January 1st. And then under styling, you can choose a new type of date flag. And as you can see here, we have many new date flags, which also include a moon like this. Now I will be selecting, let me see. I will be selecting this moon phase right here, which looks like this. And then what we can add as well is here on top under Wrap Date Navigator, you can set it to on and you will see something like this appear. Then instead of showing just 7 days, you can have it set to show the entire month. And now you see the colors here are black because it took over the outline color here. Now these two black rectangles you see on the sides, those are buttons. And here in the menu, you can scroll down where it says Date Navigator Colors, and where it says Button, you can, for example, now set it to gray so you can see it better. So you see these are buttons, and they make sense in a digital planner where you can click on them and they will navigate to the next page. But since this one's a printable planner, a physical planner in your binder, it doesn't make much sense to show these two buttons. So I will show you how you can remove them for now. When you select the date widget, up here you will have a menu called arrow. So you want to go to arrow and set it to off like this. Okay. And then next, if you want, you can also go to the moon phases and set it to on like this. So you can choose if you want to have on the row in the middle show just the day of the month, or if you want to have moon phases instead. I will leave it like this. Then next you see that it will also highlight the current day of the month, which here it highlights in black, and the text color is black as well. So we will need to change that. Either we can change the highlight. Let me see, I think the select is black. So if we here under select change it to gray, it will also change the selected highlight to gray. You can do it like this, or you can change it back to black, but then change the highlight color, the number itself, to white like this. Okay, so you can play around with the colors and see what you like. Then you can also play around with the styling. So up here we have different kinds of styles. So you can have it also with a line, with a bold line here, or like this. In this case, you might want to change the select color to maybe to gray like this. I think it's the panel color. Let me see. Yes, you would also change the panel color to gray or a different color if you prefer this styling. So you can also have it display something similar like this. But I will go back to the style one, and then I will like it better if this select color is black like this. Okay, so this is my finished planner. Then let's also add a pattern. Let's go to pattern, custom, and here we have a few new celestial patterns, which I will add as a border like this. And then you can choose a pattern you like. Doesn't have to be a celestial one, you can choose any pattern you like. I'll go with this one right here. Then you can copy paste the left side to the right side. Here click on left to right. And then from here everything is very simple. When you work with multiple pages, just keep in mind that the very first page is always the front and the back cover. For this planner I will not have any fronts and back covers, but the right side on the first page will be the very first page you see when you print and cut out your planner, and the left side will be the very last page in your planner. So now set it both to start on January 1st on both sides, and you want to click on duplicate plus change date just once to make a second page. So you want to click on this button down here below. Okay, like this. It will add you a new page, and it will also change the date. So you want to have it like the following. Your right side on page 1 has to be the day you want your planner to start in, which in my case is January 1st. Then on the second page, you want to continue January 2nd, and on the right side here, it should be January 3rd. So I'll manually change it to January 3rd. Okay, and then from this page on, you can now click on this ... button here, and you can tell it to duplicate the pages X amount of times. I will be creating the planner for the entire month, so each page has 2 days, so I will be duplicating it 15 times. Set it to 0.6 seconds because it's quite a simple planner. And then I will say to duplicate it and change dates. And you see now it will add you new pages, duplicate it, plus it will also change the dates, change the moon calendars and the calendars themselves. So let's quickly wait until it has created all pages for January. Okay, here we go. I now have in total 17 pages. Now it's already in February, so let's delete page 17. Okay, now the very last page is January 31st. Then we will need to go back to page 1, and then the left side on page 1 will be the very last page. So if you want, you can make this page fully empty, or you can also just change it to February 1st like this, and then don't forget to change the calendar as well. So either have the left side of page 1 continue from your very last page, which here is page 16, or if you want, you can also click on Edit Layout and then remove all the widgets like this and have it completely empty. However, I will let it be like this. Now this is your finished planner. This is completed. You then want to go to the Save Export menu, and then you want to select your paper size. I will be printing it on A4 paper, so I'll be selecting A4. If you're printing it on US letter size paper, select US letter size. And then important is to select Rearrange Pages for Rings. So you can make sure it's printing out the planner in the correct order, so you can just trim it in half and then combine both sides. So whatever paper size you're selecting, just make sure you have Rearrange Pages for Rings selected. And then click on Batch Generate PDF and export the planner. Let's click on Download PDF, and this is how the planner looks like. If you check out the dates, you see that they now are mixed up. So January 30th is next to January 3rd and so on. The dates are mixed up, and that is correct. It has to be this way. So from here, you want to save it to your computer. Let me quickly give it a name. 2024 January moon phase. Save it to your computer, and then you want to open it up in Adobe Acrobat. Okay, here I have it open in Adobe Acrobat Reader. Then you want to click on this print button, and now select to print all pages. If your printer can print out front and back, you want to have print front and back, print both sides selected. If you see two pages next to each other, you want to click and flip on short edge. If you just see one page in the middle and the paper is vertical, you want to click on long edge. But in my case, it would be flip on short edge. Then orientation is auto, and then click on print to print it out front and back. Now this is the printed planner. It printed out front and back. Now all we need to do is just cut it in the middle and then combine both sides like this. So here I have it trimmed in half, then simply just combine it like this. And now it should be completed. It starts with January 1st, goes on January 2nd, 3rd, January 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, it then should go 8th, 9th, and so on. And you see that the very last page is February 1st. As you remember, this page was on the very first page on the left side on Planify Pro. And then you can put in the holes here on the sides, and then you can insert it into your planner binder for the A5 size. Okay, so this was how to create a 2024 dated daily planner for the month January. You can replicate this tutorial for any month. So you can technically also go back to Planify Pro and then keep on duplicating plus changing the dates, and then also create a planner for February, March, April, and so on. I hope this tutorial was helpful. As mentioned, you can add this printable to Etsy and then sell it as a printable planner. If you have any questions, feel free to always message me on Instagram or Facebook, and I will try to respond to your questions as quickly as I can. Bye!